Heyo! Been a minute, boys. What's up, Yesh gamers? Robert the Bruce is the name, and right now BF5 is my game. Absolutely loving it. But we aren't here to talk about that. We're here to talk about how to crush enemies while reviving teammates, dish out death with the right hand while offering life with the left. Effective medics can turn the tide of a battle. So let's take a look at tips from a medic who is just getting going with the class. First off, let's talk about the gun you're going to start with, the Sten. Now, the Sten, I don't know why I said it like it was German, because it's not. It's a British gun. It's actually kind of the British counterpart to the German MP40. And they're similar in many ways, except for how they look. Now, every class in Battlefield 5 gives you one starter weapon with all of its specializations unlocked and already assigned. Now, this is kind of nice because the starter gun already gets a boost, but in some cases, you'll want to consider changing the way the specializations are assigned. To do this, you must level up that weapon to rank 4. And you do this by simply using it. So starting out, don't worry about it, just go get some kills. Now once you hit rank 4 with that gun, I think you'll want to consider redoing the specializations. It doesn't cost you anything, you just go to the specialization screen for the Sten, hit the button it says to reset them, which of course depends on your platform, and then assign them how you want. Now personally, I recommend this setup. The Sten should be called the Mule, because the thing kicks like an angry wannabe horse cousin, so I redid the specializations to try and reduce that recoil as much as possible. Next up, let's talk about your superpower choice, trait. You can be a field medic or a combat medic, and I definitely recommend sticking with the field medic. You get extra requisition for the squad by throwing them bandages, which is just an adult way of saying healing the squad gets the boom boom plane faster. Because let's be honest, we're all saving up those squad points for the buzz bomb. The second bonus here is that you can call out to someone who is down, needing to be revived, and you get to sprint faster. Now this is done by marking that player just like you would mark an objective. Now this is great for two reasons. First, when you're going to revive someone, that almost always means there's danger nearby, so sprinting faster is a great perk. But number two is that you can get the speed boost even if you're a dirty rat and have no intention of reviving anyone. Now even if you're a nice medic who tries to revive when possible, this is a nice perk if you see a teammate die and they're definitely too far away to get to. You can still mark them and get the speed boost for wherever you're actually going. Now, I know there are some people who'll say you shouldn't mark down players unless you actually plan on going to revive them. Well, if you feel terrible doing that, just don't. But personally, if someone is laying next to an enemy tank and I mark them so that I can sprint away faster, well, their death still served a purpose because it helped me live. That counts, right? Sure it does. That brings me to my next point, which I wish we lived in a world where this didn't need to be said, but unfortunately that's just not the case, so I'll say it. I really dislike people that don't use turn signals. Wait, that's true, but that's not my point. My point is if you're a medic, throw health to teammates that are hurt and revive teammates that are dying. I know your mind is blown. Am I waking up from the Matrix right now? Where am I? Help teammates? It's this radical new philosophy I think we should all try. But for real, just do it. Even if you're a selfish bleepity bleep, you get more points. So, help your teammates and the rest of us will pretend you're doing it because you're nice. Now lastly, and pay attention here because this will save you from a lot of deaths, use smoke. The medic gets a smoke launcher and also unlocks smoke grenades. Now I know the Surgeon General says it's bad for you and may cause cancer, but forget that guy. This is war. I actually prefer the smoke launcher and usually leave my grenade on a regular explodey one, or that's the technical term, or the incendiary one once that's unlocked. Now that gives me a grenade that I can hurt baddies with, and usually more importantly, I can seal off a route for a few seconds. It's a great way to buy a little time. But I'm getting off track. The original point I want to make is to use smoke. When covering open, dangerous areas, when going to revive a teammate, when retreating, whenever, it can be a huge advantage. I've gotten some insane revives in the middle of a war zone with baddies everywhere because I hit it with smoke, yelled out, "I'm not a coward," and then charged into the smoke cover to revive buddies. I don't see many medics using smoke. That makes me sad, so use smoke and die less. And that wraps it up. Solid intro tips to get you from the level of, oh noes, how do I reload, to, wow, look at me being such an awesome medic, really fast. Heal teammates, drop smoke as cover all the time, mark downed teammates so you can sprint faster, and before you know it, you'll be unlocking different medic guns that don't bounce like a mosh pit and help your team get that much closer to victory. As always, thanks so much for watching. If you're on PS4 and want to play with a clan that actually works together, hop in the Discord server linked in the description. That's where YeshGaming coordinates our playtimes, and we have a lot of fun. Except don't join if you're annoying. Just kidding-ish. Let me know in the comments if you got additional medic tips to share. As always, I'll see you on the battlefield.
Ich helfe dir! Gleich geht's dir besser!